Hello and welcome to a special edition of This Week. The highs.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
The lows. Surprises.
Nobel Peace Prize for 2009 is to be awarded to President Barack Obama.
And tough questions.
Are we in the process of securing a victory or cutting our losses to come home?
How is that not a tax?
Well, hold on a second, George.
Is your party an endangered species? 2009 in politics.
What's in this, Bill?
Plus the best of the Sunday funnies.
President Obama today agreed to commit an additional 40,000 troops to help fight Fox News. I never saw that.
From the heart of the nation's capital, a special edition of This Week with ABC News Chief Washington Correspondent George Stephanopoulos from the Newseum on Pennsylvania Avenue.
On January 20th, more than 1 million people gathered on the Mall to witness the inauguration of our 44th president, the nation's first African-American president. The bitter cold didn't dampen the mood on the Mall that day or the country's confidence in its new president, who was already confronting the worst financial crisis since the Depression and the worst recession in a generation. In this special edition of This Week, we look back at 2009, the issues, the debates, the interviews, and we begin on the steps of the Capitol.
Today, I say to you that the challenges we face are real. They are serious and they are many. They will not be met easily or in a short span of time. But know this, America, they will be met.
So help you God. Congratulations, Mr. President.
At the end of the day, are you really talking about, over the course of your presidency, some kind of a grand bargain?
Everybody's going to have to give. Everybody's going to have some skin in the game.
President Obama puts on a full-court press urging Congress to pass his giant economic stimulus plan.
If we do not move swiftly to sign the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act into law, an economy that is already in crisis will be faced with catastrophe.
We have a letter from the administration that says 75% of the investments will be paid out in the first 18 months.
And you're committed to that?
We're committed to that.
We know for sure that the big spending programs of the New Deal did not work.
The best way to handle this is not throwing more money at it, but rather dealing with the crisis.
The House passed it, as you know, on Wednesday, but not a single House Republican voted for it.
We found $30 million for mice.
$30 billion for a rat in San
wish the other
Francisco.
side would make up their mind whether it's mice or rats, neither of which are in this bill.
Has my colleague read this? Nope. We don't have time to do that.
I feel like I went to bed a couple weeks ago, and woke up in bizarro world. This process stinks.
Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
The President of the United States.
We will rebuild. We will recover, and the United States of America will emerge stronger than before.
I've never seen the consumer, or the Americans just generally more fearful than this, and they're also confused.
It's not so funny when you look at where these stock prices are trading pre-market right now. Citigroup is at $1, AIG at 35 cents.
All of us here, who are here today, and many who are not here, bear some measure of responsibility for the current state of financial markets.
We are sorry for it.
Outrage. An angry President Obama joins the chorus blasting AIG over multi-million-dollar bonuses. Can the government get your money back?
Why doesn't the government have the right to at least limit these bonuses?
What the Obama administration has done, based on the advice of attorneys, is done everything that it can to, within the law.
The federal government agreed on Sunday to provide an additional $30 billion to insurance giant AIG. According to AIG officials, $15 billion will be used to build the world's largest toilet, down which the other $15 billion will be flushed.
What would nationalization mean right now?
Nationalization, properly understood, is as American as apple pie.
Close them down. Get them out of business. If they're dead, they ought to be buried.
Do Americans have to get used to the idea that the boom times really aren't coming back?
Well, we're going to emerge out of this stronger.
Guantanamo will be closed no later than 1 year from now. The United States will pursue a new strategy to end the war in Iraq. We will lift the ban on federal funding for promising embryonic stem cell research. We cannot and must not, and we will not, let our auto industry simply vanish. When we finally make No Child Left Behind live up to its name.
This guy has locked in another world, and he's throwing all these initiatives into this game in the middle of a crisis. Focus on the economy.
Well, the stimulus, the omnibus, the budget, it's all one big down payment on a new American socialist experiment.
I'm not choosing to address these additional challenges just because I feel like it or because I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm doing so because they're fundamental to our economic growth.
What is so strange about being honest and saying, I want Barack Obama to fail?
The American people ask for us to roll up our sleeves every day and get to work on behalf of them.
And when we come back, President Obama abroad. His hope of bringing change to America's image runs into the reality of power politics. But as we go to break, here's a look back at the newest addition to the White House family.
They actually gave me a question they want me to ask you. You know exactly what it's going to be. What kind of a dog are we getting and when are we getting it?
Latest addition to the family.
This is your life.